Hello and welcome to Climbing Daily. I'm in a ball pit, but through that door over there, there's some pretty strong people having a session. So you leave me here and I'll see you later. Okay, so I've dragged myself out of the ball pit. I've actually got to do some work. So let me explain. Rockover have built this facility specifically for the British bouldering and climbing teams. They've invited a bunch of them here today and we're privileged enough to be here. So today's episode is basically just a session. Enjoy. Hey guys, how you doing? Nice to see you. Just tell us, people who haven't climbed here, which is most people, tell me a bit about this training facility and what it means to you guys and allows everyone to do.
Well, it's the hub, so we've got all of this has been set for like the GB team. So like, all the problems are really high standard and competition style. So like you've got somewhere now that if you are training for like a World Cup or like a World Round, that you can come here and like in peace and can catch up on like the harder problems that maybe you wouldn't get in other centres around the UK.
So Oren, you've been trying this purple thing. Just talk me through it as Michaela does it in the background behind us.
Well, it's all on the cheetah grip holds. There's dual texture holds and it sort of like revolves around a hard crossover to the volumey pinch, and then it's sort of transitioning up into that. We're just sort of trying to work our way around the sequence for it at the moment.
Something like this competition style thing, how hard is it to work out sequences? Because presumably when you're out on the mats by yourself and it feels quite lonely, and is it hard to kind of work that out?
Yeah, I mean, it can be really difficult, I suppose. It's sort of, I guess that's the difference between the people who are there and the people who aren't, is like you've learned how to, or at least you're starting to learn how to work it out. And being up on the mats like time ago and with this block you've just seen for the first time in your life, it's so different to getting something like this where it's the same sort of style and holds and whatnot and difficulty, but we've got a chance to figure it out, play, talk through ideas, and it's just like you build up that muscle memory of the moves. When you get into a position, your body just sort of starts to remember it.
So Tom, obviously you're the owner of this place and it must be kind of make it all worthwhile seeing these guys here on your boulder problems.
I'll be honest, it gives me goosebumps. And today's one of the most exciting days I've had because we've got Martin and Phil Mitchell from the paraclimbing team. We've got Michaela. We've got a whole group of climbers that never ever climb together. And you can see they're not just climbing, they're training, they're working the problems out. We've got Jamie, an IFSC route setter, and we have a British team training as a team.
And that's got to improve things because sharing beta, like working out moves and working together, that's got to help their climbing.
I mean, it's not just about the beta and learning the moves. They tell us where their weaknesses lie. We've got Scott here. He's discussing their actual physical training. They're going to run a training session later and just look at their weaknesses in movement and conditioning. Jamie is also just assessing what routes they require. So they gain from. We gain from their knowledge and they gain from their own knowledge.
Great, man. It's awesome to see. Thank you for having us.
My pleasure again, Matt. Are you going to try these now?
I've got a slight injury. It's very wet in here.
Your ego.
I got to go and do some interviews now. Goodbye. So we're about midway through the session now and the guys are getting really stuck into the boulder problems. It's a privilege to be here because the British team doesn't come together like this in such a big group very often, and it's cool to watch them crush and be reminded once again how good these pros are. Being a static beast as usual, using all of the back muscles we can't see but we know are there.
And the jug we're not supposed to be using.
Yes, he did use the jug, but we'll brush over that. Here he goes, final crimp. So close, yet so far. What is the hardest problem in the room, in your opinion?
Well, for me, probably that blue, just because it's got loads of volumes. I really struggle holding them. So.
Do the route setters here tend to set problems that are deliberately difficult for you guys?
Yeah, definitely. I think basically we tell them what our weaknesses are and then they'll set so we can improve on them. So Yeah, just loads of like World Cup style stuff.
What is your weakness?
I think I've got two sort of weaknesses, which I say were like the biggest ones of my weaknesses. One is like moves where you're like across your body like this, and like either really like close in or across your body. I'm really strong like this, but I'm really weak like this. And also like weighting bad feet. I'm not very good at weighting bad feet. Like I just spent ages on this yellow slab trying to swap the feet, and yeah, Jamie had to walk away in the end.
It's cool watching you whenever you do a competition, like the intensity you have and the sort of like just pure aggression sometimes is just like, it's exciting to watch.
Yeah.
Is that something that is very much the way you climb and is the way that you approach competitions?
Yeah, I think that one reason why I really like competitions is because they allow me to like give a bit of a free rein to that like aggression, because I don't know, I think everyone like has these feelings, but like they're not really acceptable in normal life. But like competitions, you have this space where you can just be anyone you want and like do anything you want, and I think that's really good.
So that's the end of a ridiculously fun day here. It's so cool to see these guys who I've seen climb individually a lot, come together, work problems, fall off a lot, do massive dynos, and generally just have a great time. So it's been awesome. We haven't finished here at Rockover. We're going to be doing more stuff with them, but for now, I'll see you guys soon.